Hey guys, I am hella not cute today, but we're gonna film the next installment of the Declutter series, which is going to be Cheek products, which includes highlighters, blushes, bronzers, and contours, and the associated palettes. So I was thinking of breaking them up into separate ones because there is kind of a few, but we're just gonna do it all at once and get it over and done with, so this should be fun. So let me show you what it looks like in my drawer, and then we will dump them all out and then start the decluttering process. Dun, dun, dun. Here is the top drawer of the Alex drawer, and you can see like this is cluttered, so we need to unclutter this. So this row down here has all my more high-end blushes and highlighter too. Some MAC highlights, NYX contoury bronzy highlighty things here, some ColourPop. These are the ones I really don't use, so I think a lot of these are gonna go. There's a MAC limited edition one in there though. Some Makeup Geek blushes, ColourPop blushes, some Wet n Wild. What's this? Some old Revlon. But yeah, we're gonna go through that. There's like a Lonely bronzer over there. So that's most of the cheek stuff in that drawer. And I think if we go down to this one, there's a couple of palettes that are cheeky. This NYX highlighter one. I guess we can do this one, this NYX cream contour situation. And then down to the palette drawer, I do have a couple of cheek palettes hidden somewhere in here. I think there's a MAC one back there. And I have another one. Oh, it was hiding up here. See, I didn't even, there it is. The Too Faced cheek palette. Hidden little farce. Yes, we're gonna unload all of this stuff onto the floor. And then we will start decluttering. Here it is. Welcome to my blush, bronzer, contour, and highlight collection. I think I'm going to sort them out into blush, bronzer, highlight, contour, just to kind of get a feel for how many of each type of product we've got, and then we will start downsizing from there. So we have blush, we have bronzer, not very many, highlight, and we have contour products over here. So let's start with the bronzer, I guess. Our bronzer section is quite small, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Hoola is technically, I do kind of use it as a contour powder, but it is still pretty warm. So I do like using that one in the summertime. So we'll probably keep that. As well as the butter bronzer, which is like the best drugstore bronzer ever, and it is beautiful for my lovely fair skin tone, and it smells delightful. And then this here is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light. I use this as a bronzer. Don't make fun of me. It's because I'm so light, but it does ever so slightly warm up the skin for me, which is why I use it, so we're going to keep that. I'm going to pass on the Physicians Formula Argan bronzer. It smells funky. It is a glittery mess, and I don't like it, so that one's going. And this guy is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Just a sample. I don't use bronzer a lot, and these ones are more than enough to keep me busy, so I'm going to pass on this guy. So that was easy. Getting rid of 2, keeping 3. Excellent ratio. Let's work on contour products. So I have a lot of contouring things. I only have 2 cheeks, so one may ask why there is such contour related things. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in the shade Fawn, which is a really great cream contour for me. Everybody complained about the texture of these, but I quite like it for cream contouring. It's really easy to work with. Like, it's a little stiffer than a foundation, yeah, but you don't want a really slippery cream contour, or else it just kind of goes on weird. So I like that. I'm going to keep that one for cream contouring. I'm also going to keep the Illamasqua Pigment in Hollow, same sort of deal, really nice, fair girl friendly cream contour that blends quite nice, so keeping that. In the cream contour realm, though, I think I may pass on the NYX Contour Conceal and Correct palette. I don't really use it a whole lot, and it's a little bit not my favorite texture. And the only color I would use for contouring is this one up here, and it's kind of meh. And I don't really use corrector shades as a rule, so that one is moving on. NYX Taupe Blush. This is my like holy grail contour product right here. I love it. It's so beautiful. That one's staying. The Sephora Colorful Blush Sculptor in Tranquil number 26. These are discontinued now as well. I don't know what the world has about discontinuing excellent contour shades, but I think I'm going to hang on to this one as well just because it is hard to get now. So I also have the Illamasqua single eyeshadow in the shade Heroine, which is another excellent Fair Girl contour shade. I like contouring. I like it more than bronzing, so I could justify having such ridiculous amounts. The Kevyn & Kwan medium sculpting powder is also really nice. It was hella expensive too. I even keep the stupid felt pouch that it came in. But yeah, we're gonna hang on to that one as well. I can't bear to pass that one on. So far we're not doing so good in the contour department. I might do something about these. These are from Shiro Cosmetics. I love them. Look, they have Benny on them. One is called Do Your Research and one is called Burn the Heart Out of You. They're a little bit of a weird color though. Like this one looks kind of like mauvey and purpley in the powder, but then you swatch it out and it goes like a bluey gray, which is so weird. I don't understand science. And I don't really use them a whole lot because they are loose powder, but I am in love with the packaging because I am nerdy nerd a little bit, so I might just keep one. That way I'll have the packaging and then I will free up some space. So let's try and swatch some loose powders. I probably use that one more. Okay. So we're keeping Do Your Research. We're going to get rid of Burn the Heart Out of You, which is so sad because I love the name. But again, like I'm not going to use a color that looks like my veins sticking through my body. So goodbye, Benny. And we'll keep that one. And then this is technically a blush palette. We'll just do it now. We're here. A blush palette, my custom MAC palette. It has Sculpt in it, which I really quite like, which is this one here. These are two. That's a sheer tone blush in, oh, I can't remember what it's called. I forget. But it's pretty intense. And then this one's a more like contour blush. It's like a really warm, like, I don't know, I can use it as like a contour blush, but it's pretty. I like it. They're staying. And I want to fill up the holes just so it's complete. Half empty palettes drive me bonkers. I don't know about anybody else, but as well as the Lunatic Contour Labs. No, Lunatic Cosmetic Labs contour kit is wonderful and beautiful and has wonderful things in it. So we keep that. Alright, so getting rid of 2, keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Not the greatest, but that's okay. Let's do highlights next. They should be a little easier. There's the MAC ones. Oh, there's another MAC one. I do like the MAC highlights. This one is from the Star Trek collection, Luna Luster. I really like this for a really subtle highlight. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna keep that one. And Soft and Gentle and Lightscapade. Soft and Gentle is great. It's like when I'm looking for a little punchier, bit of a golden almost highlight. That one is great for that. And I actually have a bit of a divot in it, which is impressive because these are huge. You'll never finish a mineralized skin finish if you have more than just one highlighter, I'm telling you. And this guy is Lightscapade Open. Great Fair Girl highlight. It's not as flashy as Soft and Gentle, but it's nice. I like it again. And then this is the new from this year's Christmas set. A blush highlight in Extra Dimension finish one. So I need to use that more. That's half the problem with these. I need to use these more. But it's really quite gorgeous. And it's a pink blush. And I'm not super into the pink blushes, but should have one around. So yeah, we're going to keep that. Well done, Haley. Well done. ColourPop highlights. I'm going to keep one of these. One of them is too dark for me and it is Wisp. So I'm going to get rid of Wisp in the ColourPop Super Shock Cheeks. I'm going to keep Flexitarian because it is gorgeous. So keeping that one, getting rid of this one. Good work. Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl. This is the ultimate, like, flashy, bright, clear, but gorgeous highlight. I love it. Is staying. I have one of the Shiro Cosmetics contour powders as well. This is in Think It's the New Sexy. It's like their highlighting version. It's basically a banana powder, which I am far too fair for, so I'm going to move this into somewhere where it'll be slightly more useful. But it's just, yeah, it's way too yellow for me. I can't wear it. Meh. Sadness. So someone with like a more medium skin tone would get a lot more use out of that one. So I have the one with Benny on it, and I'll keep it in the drawer, and it'll make me happy when I look at it, and I might use it more if it's just that one. But we're gonna pass on that as well. Whew. Another Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream foundation stick. This is in the shade Porcelain, super light. I use this for cream highlighting. We're gonna keep that one as well. The Maybelline Master Strobing Stick. It's the only cream sparkly highlight I have. Yes, that's not a lie. It's nice. For drugstore, it's really pink. Like, it's super pink. It's not the kind of pink that blends out to like not pink. It stays kind of pinky. But if you give it a good rub, it does leave a nice sheen. But I'm not a huge fan of that. Like, it's not tacky enough to be able to put a cream on top of really well. I don't know. I might pass on that one, actually. That one's going to go on the to-go pile. Good job, Haley. This is an Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. It's really subtle. It's more of like a finishing powder, but it is slightly highlighting because it is such brightness. So I use it to set my under eye, but it is great for a little bit of cheek pizzazz. So we're going to hang on to that one. NYX. Okay. I have two giant highlighting palettes. Between these two, there's 9 highlight shades. That is ridiculous, okay? There's 4 in the glow kit from Anastasia, and then there's 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 shades between these two. Learn to count, Haley. Holy geez. So there's 11. That is a lot of highlights. And believe it or not, I think I don't want to like the next one better. The formula on the Anastasia one is technically better. It is smoother and butterier, but I really only use like 2 shades, maybe. But this one, I'm probably more apt to use 3 or 4, but they're smaller. I don't know. Do I need both? I'm going to put the glow kit in the maybe pile. I'm going to keep this one for sure because it has that really awesome lavender shade. So I'm going to keep that. This is going to be a maybe though. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not like, it was in one of my favorites videos too. I'm the worst. But yeah, I don't know. I might get rid of that. So yeah, of the highlights, I'm getting rid of 4. I'm getting rid of 4, and I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So not terrible. And now for blushes. I'm going to sort via color because there's kind of a lot here. So we're going to do corals, peaches, pinks, and nudes, and then like the multiple ones towards the end. Let's start with the oranges. The oranges are the ones that I have the most of and that I don't wear at all anymore. So let's start downsizing. Let's start at this end. Orgasm, classic shade, going to keep just to have. Revlon Melodrama. This was great. I really liked this for a time, but I don't use it anymore, and it's actually getting hard pan on it too. I might just go. I'm gonna pass on that one. Also going to pass, I've been waiting to get rid of this. This is the Joe Fresh, my 97-cent blush that I got at the Superstore. It's so, like, it doesn't even really show up anymore on me, and, like, undetectable. It's nice. It gives, like, a very subtle, like, uber light peach, but I don't know, not my jam anymore. Gonna pass that one on. Makeup Geek, I have two. I have Smitten and Bliss. I believe that one's Bliss and that one is Smitten. This is the old formula. This is in their old packaging. I think I'm going to only hang on to one of them. I'm going to keep Bliss and I'm going to get rid of Smitten. Goodbye, Smitten. You were loved. I'm going to keep that one. Clinique Cheek Pop in Melon Pop. This gorgeous formula. Oh, hang on. Is it the same color? Oh no, it's slightly pinker than Bliss. Let's do some comparing. This is the MAC from the Wash Dry collection in the shade Freshen Up. It had like a gold overlay over it, but that's obviously all gone. They called it a highlight powder, which might be for really dark skinned people, but for me, it was a blush. And OG, it was that lovely, like, super orange shade. I don't use this. I might try and sell this, actually. Or put it in my kit or something. It's just not doing anything for me. It's just taking up space in the collection, which is so weird because it's a limited edition item. Anyway, we're gonna get rid of that one. That's a maybe. So far we've got 4 in the going pile, 3 in the staying. Let's do pinks, because again, I don't really wear pink. Rose Champagne. I just did some swatches real quick. Rose Champagne is actually kind of nice. It's on the nudier side of pink, so I'm going to hang on to that one. I'm going to pass on this bright baby pink one. And this one is actually nicer than I thought it was. It is the Rimmel one in Farms. Packaging is awful. It is the Rimmel blush in Pink Rose, and it's not terrible actually. ColourPop blush in Between the Sheets. So this Wet n Wild blush in Rose Champagne looks exactly like the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek, blah 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 blah, in Between the Sheets. So I really don't need both. Which formula am I more apt to use? Probably the Wet n Wild one, which is awful. The moussey texture is neat, it's just not the best to work with. The NARS blush in Glue. Yeah, glue. I don't know. Does anyone know how to say that? Please explain to me. It was the VIB Rouge gift last year. It's like a plummy red. It's a little different though. Yeah, I like the plum undertones of that. We're gonna hang on to that. Milani Rose Doro. It is a gold sparkly. Peachy gold sparkly though. Oh, it is intense with the shimmer. I'm not a huge sparkly blush fan as a rule. Pass that one. Move it out of my collection. This one is getting moved out of the collection. I'm doing good in the blushes so far. We're gonna hit a right stalemate shortly because there's a couple of color families that I won't be able to let go of things in. But so far so good. So far we've gotten rid of more than we're keeping. Nice work. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Mellow Wine. This one is quite with the color. That's quite similar to the NARS Dolce Vita. Yep, but NARS Dolce Vita is nicer. So I'm going to pass on the Color Icon blush and keep Dolce Vita. And then Deep Throat, which was my first high-end blush purchase. It was a spur of the moment thing, but it's useful. I like it. Keeping. Urban Decay Fetish. Again, I think this one's going to be quite similar. Oh no, it's way more pink than Dolce Vita and Mulled Wine. Mellow Wine. I love this color. It is great. I'm going to hang on to it. This is one of my favorite all-time blushes as well. This is Hourglass's Mood Exposure. It's so pretty. Keeping that one. So the NYX ombre blush in Mauve Me. This one I wanted for so long because it was so hard to find. It's definitely the only mauve tone blush I have, so we're going to keep that one. The nude blushes. This is my favorite section, and I have a sneaking suspicion we won't be getting rid of any of these. This one in Burberry Earthy Blush number 7, Light Glow, is amazing. I love it so much. It is beautiful all the time. It's just the perfect nude. And that package though. The other one that is definitely staying, Tarte Exposed Such a great everyday blush. Cannot recommend that one enough. And it suits so many skin tones. Color Pop, Super Shock Cheek, and Aphrodisiac. Again, a lovely nude. Going to keep that. NYX HD blush in Nude Tude. It's a warmer nude. It's on like the peachier side. I wonder how much it is like Baby Love. I have a sneaky... Oh, Baby Love's deeper? Let's see. Baby Love is in this Too Faced palette, which I love. And if I ever hit pan on this, I'm getting the full size of that blush right there. The rest of them... Oh, they're way different. I think that's too warm for my skin tone, to be honest. Then we have NARS Madly. That's more nude. I don't know what to do. And then we have Marc Jacobs Flesh and Fantasy. Definitely keeping. We all know how much I love this. That'll stay. Madly's staying. I don't think I have anything that looks like this in the collection. So just for that reason, I'm going to keep it for now. See if I use it within the next little while. And then this last puppy is from Alaska. It is a blush duo in Beg and Bronzerella. Sorry. That's a really, like, these are intense. The colors are crazy. Just like itty bitty baby swipe. I'll just show you. I just want you to see how, like, that's bronze. So I have to go in with the uber light hand, but it would look so pretty if you're going for like a bronze goddess look. So yes. And then Beg is like so pigmented. So hella pigmented. So yeah. Gotta be gentle with those. But I'm gonna keep that one. So 8 going, 19 staying. Good on the blushes. Let's whip out all of the total getting rid of pile-ness and give a final count. Okay, so here is the pile that is leaving my possession. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 products are leaving the party early. But that's okay, because they will move on to a more happy life with someone who loves them a little bit more than I do. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you think I did okay this time. Next week on Haley Declutters Her Makeup Stash, we're going to do foundations and powders, I think. So that should be a fun time. We'll see you then. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.